Welcome to Live Edge. Tonight, I'm going to tell you what a portfolio is, a woodworking portfolio, and then I'm going to tell you why it's so important that you start building yours or adding to it if you don't have one. My name's Matt.
I'm Amy.
And we're 731 Woodworks. This is Live Edge, episode number 16. We've been doing this for 16 straight weeks, which has flown by. It really
has.
So think about a portfolio as the digitation of your reputation. And so if you think about that as you're building your reputation online, you need to start thinking about the type of stuff you're putting out. And so what is a portfolio? A portfolio basically is showcasing your work, even behind the scenes work, your personality, you're building. Collection. It's a collection. You're building. If you think about, I think about it as brand building. And a lot of people don't think that they're building a brand. I certainly didn't when I first started 4 years ago, that it was a brand we were working on. But the more I started making projects and people requesting my projects, the more I realized that we were actually building a brand, the 731 Woodworks brand. And if you've got a woodworking business, you're building a brand too. It doesn't matter if it's online, but it's certainly locally, you're building your brand. And so that's what we want to talk about tonight. Now that you know what a portfolio is, we'll talk about how to build it, why it's important that you're building it, and how to share that with others online. So first, we want to do mail call.
I said it was blurry. Diane said it was blurry. Somebody else drop and let us know if it's blurry for you.
A lot of times it's...
Did you tell Daniel to get off the internet?
No.
I'll text him.
A lot of times you may have to check your stream settings on your end. Sometimes it's that, sometimes it's not. Somebody forgot to hit the record button.
I'm so sorry.
Tonight's episode, we're talking about the portfolio of woodworking and how to build that. And I'm having to say that over because we forgot to hit the record for the podcast. So, want to do a mail call real quick?
That was my fault.
I didn't think about it.
Well, that's I always do that. I let you down tonight.
Mr. Robert Adderjan sent me this fantastic Cook County, I believe it's Illinois. Sorry. Where am I at? Cook County. Where'd it come from? I'm sorry, guys.
Okay, well, while he's doing that,
Illinois.
I have to tell you what Cheryl Taylor said. She said, "How are you doing this Tools Day?"
Tools Day. Cook County, Illinois challenge coin and some patches. Thank you so much for these. I really appreciate that. That coin will be added to my growing collection. Thank you so much. So,
okay, so really quick, we've been forgetting to do this. The sawdust spotlight. So really quick, we're going to pop on the screen. We are letting Mackenzie pick our sawdust spotlight every week. And this week she chose a creation by Pablo Ramos. Mm-hmm. These are plant hangers. Yep. She saw them and she was in love with them. She said they were beautiful.
She said, I'm going to put one on my front porch. I said, you don't have a front porch. She said, well, when I get one, I'm putting one of those on my front porch. So
this was chosen by Mini 731. Yep. So we will make sure that we remember to put that in the show every week. So good job, Pablo. You have impressed her.
That was a good job. Those are really popular. That was one of my top 5 outdoor woodworking projects that sell. When I polled people on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, that was one of the main projects people said were selling well for them. So if you're in the market to build things, you want to try one of those differently. And like he said on the post, if you go read that post in the community, he said that he staged those with those plants on there on purpose so that he could try to sell them. So that's good.
And go ahead and drop your states below. Yep. After we have our 731 marker, I will give a shout out to all of our states. Lloyd's in the house tonight.
Lloyd Wagner. Also, do not forget that we are giving away the Masca pocket hole jigs tonight. 3 of them. There's 3 people that will win a Masca pocket hole jig tonight. Thank you so much for Masca for sponsoring that giveaway. If you haven't ever checked them out, mascaproducts.com. There's a link in the description below. You can actually go check out. It's an affiliate link. So if you do buy something, it supports this channel, costs you nothing extra. But they're a really good company. They really are. Really good people. And so they're going to give away 3 of those jigs. I've actually got them out there in the shop. So you'll be getting those shipped to you. If you haven't entered, go enter. Do you need the link? I'll post it in the chat. Let me put the link in the chat so that you guys will we'll have that so that so I'm finna post it now. So if the chat's moving too fast, you'll know where it's at. So just go to that link and go ahead and enter the giveaway. There's multiple ways to enter. And then I think it's 7:25 is the cutoff time, and it'll cut off, and then we'll do it.
Jim wants to know how to enter.
I just put the link in there. Just follow that link. You may have to scroll back up and get it if you've already gone by it. So talking about portfolios, and so how do you start making a portfolio? And some people think of a portfolio as like a picture album, but think about a picture album online. So Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, YouTube, all of this is your portfolio. Everything that you put out online is your portfolio. So when you're building projects, take pictures, take time. And I'm bad guilty of this mid-project, not taking pictures of the process. I want to start making pictures of that process and posting a blog post detailing, instead of just videos, also put a blog post out detailing kind of a step-by-step how-to with pictures, because some people can read and get more information or learn better through reading and looking at the pictures than they do video. It just depends on the type of learner they are. And so I want to try to put those projects out to help more people. But you should be doing this if you're making projects, especially if you're building projects for sale, because a lot of people want to see the process. Especially a lot of customers really like seeing how their project was made, and it builds a loyal customer when you keep them informed and show them the process as it goes along. So, if you get a frame built of a table one day and you take a picture of it, and then you can post and send them that picture, but you should be adding that stuff to your online social media. And don't be afraid to share your work. I actually got a book in today. I talked to the members only show earlier about this. It's called Show Your Work, about Austin Kleon, and it's about not being afraid to show your work. And I'm gonna start reading that, but I got that for that purpose. But it doesn't matter if you're making wall art, if you're making cutting boards, if you're making furniture, whatever you're making, you should be taking pictures of it. For one, I look back some of my pictures and I'm like, wow, I can't believe I made that at that stage where I was woodworking. We were like building things that were way outside what I thought I could do. And when you look back at it, you're like, I'm kind of still proud of that project. And so you're going to be posting that stuff to social media. And I highly encourage you to start a website, Squarespace, Wix.com or Squarespace.com. Either one of those. I have pocketholeking.com on Wix. Super easy to set up. Probably one of the most user-friendly ways to set one up that I've had. Squarespace has a little more technical stuff in it, but it's still not hard to set up. So either one of those do really well. But you can start building an online presence there that you send your customers to show them your work. So even if you're just posting your finished products there, I don't ship large items because it costs so much. But if you've got that portfolio online, you can send potential customers, and then when they say, what can you make, or have you ever made something like this before, then you have pictures. Instead of trying to find them in your phone and text them to them, send them to your website. That builds a little more brand credibility, reputation. When you have your own website, you can get them like $15 a month, $20 a month. It just depends on what you need in a website. We have an online store, so it's like $26 a month. I mean, it's not bad. It's really not. And so if you're driving customers there and you can point them to a website, I wouldn't expect to get like thousands of views from Google, because most people aren't going to search it and find it unless you've got your SEO all set up and all that technical stuff. But if you're able to send your customers to your website to show them your projects, I think it adds a little something extra to your work. I really do.
They're trying to read mine. They like your shirt. Mine says Wompy Jawed. They like your. Yeah. I felt a little Wompy Jawed today.
Speaking of shirts, so if you look in your chat at the very top, there's a pinned shirt, right? Can you see it?
Yeah, it was up there. It's still there, actually.
That shirt, Save the Green Door shirt, 100% of the profit, so about $10 or $11 of the profit, whatever Teespring doesn't take from the sale of it, it's about $10 or $11. 100% of the sale of that shirt goes to St. Jude's. We don't see any of it. It's 100% donated to St. Jude's. Teespring takes care of all of that. So if you want to support St. Jude's, And the green door, you buy one of those shirts, and it comes in multiple colors. So you go check that out if you want to.
Somebody said they didn't see the link to enter for the drawing. Go up in the chat.
Here, I'll post it one more time.
Okay.
There it goes. I just posted.
All right. So
You should have about 15 minutes left.
Rolf, if you'll look, you can click that link.
Tony Goins says a website adds a lot of validation to your customers because then you kind of move out of the shade tree mechanic. I don't know if y'all know that term, but in the South, they call them shade tree mechanics, somebody that kind of works on the cars on the side. So then you kind of move out of that phase into a more professional looking phase. Even if you're building furniture out of your garage, it still adds a little more professionalism to it. And that's a good way to grow. Branding yourself and branding your business is a good way to start growing that business. Word of mouth is great for local sales. When you start branding your self online, you start spreading worldwide. I mean, there's no telling how many people has actually seen our content on a worldwide scale. 4 years ago, there's no way I would have believed you if you would have told me that people in Australia, people in Canada, people in California, people in the UK would ever watch anything I did. I mean, we don't understand the reach that you have when you start posting content. It doesn't matter if you're on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. It doesn't matter where you're posting your content, whatever platform you choose to focus on the most. You need to be putting your stuff on there. You have to actively influence your brand. In other words, you're telling your story by putting your stuff out there. If you don't tell your story, somebody else tells it for you, kind of thing. So it's very important that you start posting your stuff out there and you start building your reputation and your brand. I think that's very important. And that's something we try to actively do, posting content. It's very hard for me to keep up with all the same, TikTok. I tried a couple of TikToks, but it's very hard for me to make a TikTok video. I know it's like you're supposed to jump on, jump off, but I want it to look nice and decent. Well, then I got Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We got the Facebook community. And so I try to keep up with everything, and it's really hard. So you kind of have to focus on one thing. And we try to focus on YouTube because this is where the audience is.
Rebecca said that she's still trying to come up with a name. She said it's hard.
It is very difficult to come up with a name.
So I think that's a good
Come on, Mayberry?
Right there. Yeah.
You better use that last name.
I know, Rebecca.
Better use that Mayberry last name.
I'm telling you.
It's got a ring to it. You need to use it.
But it's hard because that is going to be your brand, and you don't want to start out with something that you think, okay, I'll try this and see if it works and then change it later. You need to start out with something and kind of stick to it.
And I understand not wanting to use your last name if you don't, because I didn't want to use Outlaw in our brand. Because Outlaw it's just got
a lot of people like it.
A lot of people do like it and think it's cool, but then you got that little bit of, can I trust that? Because it's Outlaw. I mean, can you trust an outlaw kind of thing? So it's like a trustworthy thing. And so when we picked 731 based on our anniversary, I mean, it was kind of a no-brainer for us because it's always been a very important day. And I'll get back to those important days if you want to hang on just a little bit.
Miss Tammy is asking about SKUs before kicking off on Etsy.
I'm sorry?
She said, any suggestion on number of SKUs before kicking off on Etsy?
Yeah, even just if you have one or two products, just start posting and build from there. I mean, the sooner you can...
Well, yeah, and I think sometimes just starting out with one or two may help you a little bit. In-laws and outlaws, yeah. But Miss Tammy, go ahead and get started.
Yeah, if I had one product and that's what you wanted to sell, put it on there because you're going to start learning. For one, it starts the learning process of Etsy because it is a process. I plan on doing an online course based on just Etsy, like starting from the very beginning and work you through getting your products up and actually making sales. That's going to be in the future.
Oh, she said she's been waiting for like 5 or 6. No, go ahead and get started on there.
No. If you've got one or two, get after it. And then that way you'll start learning. And that's how I did my stove covers. I started posting those stove covers. I had one to start with. And then when people requested a different color, I would post that as a different SKU. And that gives me another product. Well, then every time you add a product to your store, it shows Etsy that you're actively using your store.
Colt, I'll get back to you on that question once he gets in there.
Have you got the shout-outs yet? Did we do those?
We said we were going to do them after the 7:31 mark.
I'm sorry, my bad.
Yeah, well, since you've already stopped, let me go ahead and tell you what Colt says. So Colt said, you may have answered already, but I don't think we have tonight. When you started your business, did you register as a business with the state or federally? Also, did you trademark your logo or name?
No. We probably should
yet.
trademark our stuff. But
yeah,
we operate as a sole proprietorship, and in Arkansas you can do that. I don't know what your state's rules are, so you need to check with your Secretary of State's website. They'll be able to tell you.
But we're getting all that stuff.
Yep.
We're
working on it now.
We're working on all of that stuff right now.
So when you think about your brand, even when you say my brand, your brand isn't about you. You think it's about you, but it is a problem you solve in service of other people. So if you start thinking about how you can solve problems for other people, what problem are you solving by building a kitchen table? Well, they didn't have one, or they wanted a new one, and you were able to provide that and solve that problem. You don't really think of that as a problem, but people that are out there actively looking for end tables or wall art or kitchen tables, you're providing a solution for them to do, right? To use. The goal is to find your ultimate goal in woodworking or in life is to find what is unique about you and your skills, and then you use those things in service of others. That's why we're here. We're all been put here to find our purpose and to serve others. The life is not about serving yourself. Of course, if you can find a business that you really love doing, that you serve others doing, and it provides for you and your family, absolutely amazing. Absolutely. But it's amazing to watch God bless what you're doing because you're doing what He wants you to do. And when you find that purpose, it's awesome. It's awesome. So you want to know how to find. Now, that's a big question. A lot of people want to know how to find what your purpose is, right? And that's a big question, especially when you're younger. You try to figure out, well, what's my purpose? How do I know what I'm supposed to be doing? How do I, that kind of, those questions for me anyway. I don't know about you. You let me know in the chat if it is. But you wonder what you're supposed to do. What am I supposed to do? Why am I here? What is I meant for? And you just take time to think about it, right? Mm-hmm. So you think about, what are you passionate about, right? How you doing? She gave me that look, y'all. She gave me that look. So you think about what you're passionate about.
Oh my goodness.
You think about what you're passionate about. What makes you happy? What makes you angry? And I'm not talking about they messed up your Mocha Choco Venti extra whipped cream this morning.
So I'm going to tell y'all something about that in a moment, about his coffee. I'm making myself a note.
So you that's not what makes you angry. That was selfishness there. But what are you passionate about? Like, okay, it's the local dog shelter needs XYZ and you can make that, or you can build things and give a portion of that to charity, or whatever the problem is that you're passionate about, whatever you want, whatever drives you, whatever you can sit there and think about it. And that starts your focus, right? So you can start down that path. You'll find your purpose real quick if you start actually serving others. And
are you losing your place? Are you feeling emotional? Reading. You just need some support there. Oh, okay.
I appreciate it, though. I said it earlier. If you'd told me 4 years ago that this would have grown into what it has now,
we had no idea.
I would never know that. I would have never even guessed it. I was out there just making projects to make a little bit of extra side money. God had other plans and started laying the foundation when I watched Jay Bates' video. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of people have messaged me and said they watched a video of mine and something clicked and they started down that path. And that's amazing because that's what Jay Bates, he probably don't even know it. I've told him before, but he's got millions of subscribers or whatever. Mm-hmm. But you start down that path, you don't even realize the impact you're having on people. Had Jay Bates not made that chair and table set and put it on YouTube, I may not have ever watched a YouTube video about woodworking and got interested enough to start making content. And had I not done it, some of you may not have done it. These plans are laid out before us, and we have nothing to do with them. I didn't do any of this. I didn't do this, And so you start reaching people all over the world just by posting your content online and start sharing your work. Don't be afraid to share your work. It doesn't matter if it's not the greatest. You're not building clocks. Most of you ain't, you know. And so we just start posting that content, letting others see it, share it. We have a Facebook community, a very supportive, very welcoming Facebook community. Come in there, just go to facebook.com/groups/731woodworks. Very welcoming. Everybody's there to help. And just start sharing your work. Start building your own profile, your own online portfolio, and start thinking globally and not locally, because you really are impacting a lot of people all over the world with your stuff, even if you're just posting your content.
Okay, really quick. Rich, I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Mr. Rich wanted to know about tax deductions, and we're talking about building portfolios, but here's what's really cool about your question, Mr. Rich. We actually talked about making tonight's episode about tax deductions.
We may do next week.
So we may do that next week, but really quick for you, keep a receipt for everything, because you can use all of that. To the person that asked about Chase Outlaw, yes, that's our cousin. So I think it was Jason that asked, the PBR bull rider. He's our cousin. When he and I started dating, when Matt and I started dating, Chase was
teenager, like a young 12, 13 years old.
Yeah, he was like 12 or 13. So, you know, we've got to watch him grow up. And one of my brothers actually rode, he was a bull rider when I was growing up. So it's been pretty cool. But yes, go ahead. I just wanted to kind of talk about the tax thing. And then while we were in there, I was going to answer the question about Chase.
Okay. You got anything?
No, not yet.
So the reason you post this stuff online, the reason you post your stuff is when you post your mistakes, which is why I show the mistakes I make. When you post your mistakes, when you show your successes, when you show your failures, you're teaching others. And you think, who am I to teach anybody? Because the first several videos I put out, and still to this day, I'm like, who am I to be posting this stuff?
Several of them are saying they wish they had the confidence to get started, or they're nervous. Mr. Lloyd Wagner said he watched your video, and the one that hit you was the Goliath video, and it hit him like bam, and he said, now
that's the beauty of it, man.
So that's exactly what you're saying.
I got it right here. That's the beauty of it. I typed it out. We all have something to give. What does that say? We all have something to give.
That says, I'm buying my wife. Oh, wait.
We all have something to give. You were created uniquely you.
Ron, these shirts are available.
Yep. Yeah, we got those on Teespring store. But you were created uniquely you.
Just go out and start making sawdust. That's what Dad
Your job is to find your reason why you're here. I mean, Mark Twain, she's an English teacher, famously is quoted, the two most important days in your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why. I disagree with that. I think you have multiple important days in your life.
I do.
I think
every day is important.
I was born.
But it's what you do with it.
I was born again. I met my wife, who had 2 babies at the time. That was an important day.
Yeah.
She was born. That was an important day for me. And I didn't know it yet, you know. And you wind up with, well, we got married. We had a son together. We bought a house together. Like all these things are important days. The first video I ever posted on YouTube is now an important day, because look at what has happened. And if you don't do that, if you don't share your work, if you don't post your stuff online, you have no idea what you may be missing out on.
So I sent him a video a while back of Steve Harvey, and it said, I ran across this video by accident in front of my students, and I played it for them for my careers class. It says in there that you don't want to die with your dream on your back.
That's right.
That if you never jump, then you're never, ever going to be able to experience that dream. And
the dream will die with you.
The dream will die with you. He said it's like having a parachute and a backpack on your back. And so if you don't jump, that parachute's never going to open. But if you don't do that, then the backpack is just it's going to stay on your back until you die. So it may be hard at first.
Yeah, it's very hard. It's very hard to put yourself out there. It's scary. I'm not gonna lie. There's still videos that I put out that I'm nervous about. The one coming out Thursday, I'm a little bit nervous about. I mean, I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it fly and see what happens. But I didn't get nervous about that stuff. You never know. Jay Bates had no idea the impact he was gonna have on me just by posting a table and chair set that thousands and thousands of other people have seen. I have no idea the impact that I'm having on some people, and you have no idea on the impact that you're going to have on somebody, because you will impact somebody one way or the other. Every day you impact people one way or the other, whether you know it or not, whether it's intentional or not.
So Mackenzie posted something, and every now and then a broken clock is right. So I'm just picking. She's a really smart kid. She posted, she said, you will miss 100% of opportunities that you don't take. And, nothing can be truer there. You will miss every opportunity that you don't seek. Yep. And I know some of y'all are saying, how you're worried, you're not sure if you want to put out the money for tools. Somebody said that earlier. All of that. Do it slowly, build slow.
Yeah, this didn't come overnight. Go watch some of my first videos. I was filming with an iPhone, whatever the model was then, 7 or whatever it was. I had a borrowed drill, 2 borrowed drills, and a borrowed circular saw. I didn't have any tools. Those were borrowed. I borrowed from my father-in-law and my daddy, and started making projects, started making those J-Bates chairs with borrowed tools and $100 in my pocket. That's it. You don't have to have fancy shops. That's the whole purpose of this channel, is to show. If you go back and watch a bunch of those early videos, I was scared to talk on camera. I was monotoned. I never showed my personality because I was just like, I was nervous. And it's very, very nerve-wracking. I understand this nerve-wracking. You don't have to have high-dollar fancy filming equipment. If you just have to start. And once you start the ball rolling, stay consistent with it. Share your work with other people. Share your mistakes. Share everything, within reason. It got to be just super personal, but whatever you're comfortable sharing, share it, and then start building up your portfolio of work. Because some of those early videos, I look back at it, I'm like, oh, I'm so embarrassed. But then I think about it, I'm like, no, I'm not, because that was to get me here. You have to start.
God bless the broken road.
Yeah, God bless the broken road, and you have to start. So if you don't start something, she chased that degree for years, because she wound up having to drop out because started having kids early and wasn't able to complete her degree. And that was always her dream. From the day I met her, she wanted that degree, and by golly, she did it. She wanted to be a teacher. And I'm just saying, like, it was important. And so it took a long time, but she stayed after it, even though it was scary going back to college, in classroom college, as an older person. She didn't like it. But she wanted to be a teacher. In
college, though. Really quick, I want to give a shout out to some of our super chatters and our new members. Lindy, welcome to our One Before supporter club. Andrew, welcome to the One Before. Chris Harbin, he said you're amazing. He's our super chatter. He also said, he said y'all rock. Haven't gotten so much support from a woodworking community, and he wants to say thank you so much.
That's fantastic.
This is the kind of stuff we're talking about. We're here to support each other, and that's why I said that we would do this stuff after the 7:31 marker. But
that's all right. I
wanted to say that. And then Lloyd Wagner, he super chatted and said he can't thank you enough for believing in him. We believe in all of you.
I believe in everybody. I believe everybody can take this and build.
What?
I thought I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
No. I was just waiting.
I think anybody can take this, and y'all can do so much more than I'm doing with it. Like, some of you are born to be on YouTube. Some of you are born to make projects and give away for charity, or to give to family and friends, just to bless them with that. It doesn't have to be a profit thing. You don't have to get out here and woodwork. There's a bunch of people. Matter of fact.
Hold on. Let me finish this.
I got something to say.
Okay. But
Go ahead. I could probably remember it.
Finish.
No, I'm good.
You won't remember. Go. You forgetting right now.
What? I forgot.
I know.
The channel Make Something. Just search after this video, of course. Search Make Something, 96-year-old. His grandpa, 2-3 years ago, was a 96-year-old man. Has started woodworking after he retired from his whatever he done for all of his life. Probably in his 60s, because he's 96 now. 30 years he started woodworking. He's, from what the video says, never sold anything. He's made 11,000 little bitty crosses that he gives away now. He does that now because of his age, and he's not able to use the bigger tools. But he's still making projects and giving them away. That's fantastic.
It is. Okay, you didn't let me finish my super chat. See, you did kind of interrupt, but I was trying to be kind. Jesse J23 super chatter said he's really struggling with coming up for a name for his business.
That is
why does this seem so dang hard? It is really hard. Jesse, if you will message me on Facebook, I don't check Instagram enough. Message me on Facebook if
Show
you can.
hashtag.
Amy McKenzie Outlaw. We put that on there.
Just
Amy
email
McKenzie.
me. Email me 731woodworks@gmail.com.
Okay. And we will try to help you with that.
Mm-hmm.
And then let me get down here.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Life Fear, or Little Fear. I'm sorry. I always say Life Fear. Welcome to our Wamba 6 Supporter Club.
Thank you.
Rebecca Mayberry, thanks again. She said, y'all are the J Bates for so many of us. Thank you for your blessings and laughs and silliness and your service.
I've heard that.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. We love
it's really humbling to hear that, because I know what Jay doesn't know. He doesn't know me from Adam, and I don't really know if that matters if he knows me. But him posting that video is because I made that project, started this whole process. Is the only reason I say that he had that impact. And so it's just, you never know who you're impacting by posting online or helping people, especially in that community or anywhere else you interact with people. Being helpful to people, like, there's not enough of that. There's just not.
Miss Tammy, we're going to be posting those to all of our social media places once.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll let everybody know.
We're hoping that's going to be really soon, and we will post that to every way we can. We'll also
we'll announce on the live too.
We'll be on the live. We'll talk about it on members only. All of that. Hey, you know what time it is?
It's giveaway time again.
It's giveaway time. It's
I gotta
power
pull this
giveaway.
Up. Yep.
Okay, so it is time for our power tip time, which here lately has been giveaway time.
Mm-hmm. So tonight we're going to draw. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I didn't cut you off all night.
I know. See,
all night.
Mm-hmm. Monologuing. Starting to think that you're the one who teaches English lit.
So 3 winners will win these Masca pocket hole jigs, and I can't show the screen as I'm giving away because it shows their personal information, but it will be posted. I'll post a picture of everybody's names. And so all I do is hit the draw winners button, and it'll draw 3 winners. And now one will win the Masca M1. One will win the M1 bundle, which comes with a face clamp and some screws. And then one will win an M2. And the M2 difference is it has the side wings, work supports, and stop blocks built in. And of course, if you win the M1 and you want the support slide blocks, you can buy those on mascaproducts.com.
Miss Lisa, I was a single mom of 2 little ones when he and I started dating. I went to school full time. I worked full time. 2 babies, so I know all about that. It's tough. Prayers for you. All right, you ready?
Draw. I wanted to define the word when I clicked it.
Because you clicked it too hard. All right.
Drawing. Boom. All right, so we got 3 winners.
You keep getting in my way.
What'd I do?
You just keep getting in my way tonight.
Jordan Weisinger, Pennsylvania, won the M2. He won the Masca M2.
Does it assign? Oh, it does.
It automatically assigns it. Seth Whitney out of California won the M1. And Jerry Rose out of Kansas won the M1 bundle. And those winners will be announced on the giveaway jig thing. Yeah.
All right. And
now I can share the screen.
Yeah, now you can. Oh, yeah. Super cool. And so for those of you who are not members, we did in our members only tonight, we did giveaways in there also. So if you're not a member and you want to become a member and get in on that kind of stuff, you can. We don't have the members only every week, but
several times a month.
Yeah, but when we do, it goes from 6:30 to 7, or right at 7.
Yeah.
And we get to get in there and kind of chat with you guys on more of a one-to-one basis. Yep. So if you want to do that,
congratulations to the winners there. That I'm really happy for you guys. There wound up being 56,796 entries. Wow. So the odds of winning was going down pretty rapidly. That was pretty amazing. Masca, thank Masca so much. You can thank them by visiting their website, mascaproducts.com, and looking at the products they have. They have a lot of great stuff. They're a sponsor of this channel. And then
if any of them are on tonight.
Miss Amara says she would be watching. And so if you click the link in my description that goes to Masca, if you buy anything, we get a small commission. It won't cost you anything extra, but it does help support this channel. We really, really, really appreciate it.
How many pocket holes could a pocket holer pocket hole if a pocket holer could pocket holes? I like that, Jason. All right, so let's give a shout out to our states. And if I miss you, I'm very, very sorry. South Carolina, North Carolina, Oregon, Texas, North Virginia, Ohio, Illinois, Georgia, Michigan, New Jersey, Louisiana, Tennessee, New York, Florida, Alabama, Minnesota, Indiana, Canada, Massachusetts, Iowa, Wisconsin, Connecticut, Virginia Beach, Washington, Missouri, Utah, Pennsylvania, Kansas, Maryland, Rhode Island, Oklahoma, Mississippi tonight, and then my favorite location of someone tonight, Home Depot. So that was pretty awesome. Thank you, Great Grandpa.
Thank you.
Is Great Grandpa one of our members?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. He said you are. So, Great Grandpa, you should get. Do you send is it an email? What is it that
It's
goes
on
out?
it's on the community tab of the members group. If you're a channel member and you go to the community tab of the YouTube page, you'll see the post there that members only can see.
Big Tuna, welcome to our One Before supporter club. I love your name, Big Tuna.
Big Tuna.
I like that. My students would love that name. They would love that. So cool. Norway. We've got Norway, Nebraska,
Missouri. Did you call it
Missouri? I said Missouri. Rick Roberts spent $200 at that Home Depot. I can't remember.
Last time I went, was it Lowe's? We bought all that stuff for the thing. It's been a lot more than $200.
All of that ended up being so expensive, and
lumber is so high right now.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And I felt like we spent so much on cushions, and the darn things fill up with water every time it rains. And so I'm a little bit salty about that.
Blessed husband, if you want to become a channel member,
Colorado.
if you're on your mobile device, it's in the description. There's a thing that talks about the channel membership and some of the perks you get if you click that link. If you're on desktop, right under the video is a join button. You click that, it takes you to the membership.
Matt Cole said, Matt and Janice from Canada, M&J Wood, and All's on Facebook, says, if you could please help us out when you have a chance. So let us know what you're needing, Matt.
Yeah, just shoot me a message.
Send us a message. Let us know. I think I said North Virginia. No, I just said Virginia. I did not say North Virginia. Sorry. I said Virginia Beach and Virginia. It gets confusing.
The winners, I don't know if they're on here or not, but I'll email them and let them know. Hector, I did get your email. Mm-hmm.
So we'll go into our Q&A part now. So now we can start answering those questions that you guys have.
Did you write some down?
No, I was oh my Lord, have mercy. Somebody wanted to know if any of the lumber prices, Jackie asked, he wants to know if anybody knows if any of the lumber prices will be going down anytime soon.
According to Steve Ramsey,
welcome to the One Before, Jim's
welcome, man. 50. Thank you. According to Steve Ramsey, if you go look on his channel, Woodworking for Mere Mortals, in his shorts video, he talks about lumber prices, why they're up, and then he thinks they should come back down. So it's like a minute long video you can go check out.
Rebecca said they're special in Virginia, and that's why it's so much confusion there.
Must be.
Yeah, so maybe I should say all areas of Virginia, we welcome you.
all Virginians.
Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. Let's see. Miss Lisa is talking about the Mesca, and she says she bought the bundle. It's awesome, nice and sturdy, built well. So that's cool.
That's good.
Colt wants to know, have you done a video on finishing techniques and different types of finishes, such as polyurethane, lacquer?
I've got a finishing video. I used General Finishes at the time, so you can go check that out. Use 731 Woodworks finishing wood. I think maybe if you search that, you can find it. It's pretty old though. It's a pretty old.
Melissa McCracken. Oh, I love her name too.
McCracken.
Gosh, we have the best names on here. Said that she's glad we mentioned the cushions because she's hunting some, and hers holds water too. I've looked at, what brand did I tell you?
Maybe get some covers.
Sunbrello.
Big Mike.
I've been reading on Sunbrello. You can get them on Amazon. I have not tried them. We've ordered this roof thing for the deck, this wood gazebo. So the sectional will actually be under that. I know some of the rain can still blow in on it. I'm going to wait and see how that does. If it's still really bad, I'm going to try Sunbrello. And if they work, then we'll let you guys know. But it's really disappointing. We went to eat dinner out there a couple of nights ago.
It was sopping wet.
And it
was really, really wet.
We were wanting to sit on the cushions that are at our table, which are the same cushions. Yeah, not so much. Oh, let's see. Hawaii. Somebody was stationed there. Rebecca said that she was stationed there and missed it enough to make her want to change her number. Aw.
Andrew Withers built a few things, getting the itch to start a new project. What's popular? Outdoor projects, because you're fixing to get into summertime. I've got that top 5 outdoor projects that sell video. Go check that out. And I polled YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and found from what everybody else says was selling, not what's selling in my area. So it's a fast. And I took the top 5 answers and made a video out of that. So that may help you out.
Tim Wilhite?
Super chat.
I don't know if I'm saying that right. Super chat, yeah. Made storage cube, bin shelving, and tumbled off my table.
Hey.
Had pocket holes, most held up. Oh,
Super
goodness.
chat. Thank you, Charlie.
All right, Charlie, thank you. Say Q&A time. That means espresso time. I actually got my coffee right. Oh, and I never went back and told y'all about the coffee. I'm glad he said that. So we actually are doing a prayer fasting. We'll share more information about that soon. But we've had to decide what we're giving up. And I adore sweets, to say the least.
I'm sweet, though.
You are. I adore you.
You got to give me it?
Really, really want some lemon meringue pie, though. Like, I want some lemon meringue. I need to pray. So I'm giving up sweets, and he is giving up his coffee. So, pray for me.
Yikes.
He can still drink coffee. He just can't have his.
My Puerto Rican coffee.
Which is what he wants.
I love that Puerto Rican coffee.
So
say it like that, Puerto
it's
Rican.
Probably going to get a little rough around here.
Puerto Rican.
So, Mr. Lloyd Wagner said that he approves of the Green Door shirt since he's the president of the Green
That's right.
Door Club.
He is the president.
So this Green Door thing has now filtered into my students. And today I was told, I actually overheard a conversation first. And the conversation was, did y'all know that Miss Outlaw's got a smiley face on her door? And sometimes when Mr. Outlaw is in the shop working, she comes up and stands behind it and makes the face that the smiley face is making. And I'm sitting there going, oh, no. I don't bring any attention to it. And then the student says, Miss Outlaw, so what color do you want to paint that door? And I said, I want to paint it black. And he could not figure out what the deal was with the green door, but they think it's the coolest thing to talk about it. And so they're trying to figure this green door thing out.
If you missed it, on the top of your chat is a pinned shirt. And if you go support the Green Door and buy the shirt, 100% of the profits goes to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. So,
Bruce said that the Sunbrella brand is an awesome material. They use the thicker canvas if you're doing an umbrella or something to block the sun and weather.
I don't know if it's Sunbrella brand, but that thing wouldn't leak. It wouldn't leak at all. It was really nice.
No, we're talking about cushions.
Oh, okay.
What you're talking about is a sun sail. It was, I can't remember the brand of it. It was like $30 though. It worked well. So Andrew said his wife is a 6th grade English teacher. I teach 7th grade literacy. 7th grade literacy, 8th grade careers. So I have every 7th grade student and every 8th grade student. And I have them for a year and a half, which makes it really hard because you get really attached to them. I mean, you can get attached to them in a year, but I feel like I have them for 2 years because even if it's a year and a half, I see them for the full 2 years. And I have so many students that come up and give me a hug every day. And you know, I know I'll have different students do it next year, but I miss them when they're gone. They go to the high school after 8th grade, so. Jackie wants to know when the Monkey Poo coffee shirts come out. Is Damon on here?
Yeah, I saw him earlier.
Oh, no.
So I don't know if y'all saw that box of woodworking the grain hardwoods out of Bentonville, Arkansas sent me another sample box. I'd like some ideas on what to make because I got some leopard wood, some paduk, somebody says it's pronounced winga, but I call it wing.
David Duncan, welcome to our virtual fist bump crew.
Awesome, man. Thank you. And but yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what I want to make. I don't want to make a cutting board. I feel like there's a lot of those videos out there.
In our area, it's just not really something that sells around here either. Some of y'all probably have the same problem. I know somebody says a nightstand,
but I just don't know who would take the nightstand if I built it. So it's just
we don't really have a place for it to go.
Yeah, there's no place for the nightstand, so I just don't know. Yeah. Wingate. That's how you spell it. Wingate. Thank you, Rick Roberts.
Who would want a nightstand? Miss Tammy wants to know. I have no idea.
I don't know who would make that one of our nightstand. I want to build a desk.
Rebecca
for
said
here.
she works at Geico.
Awesome.
The Geico office. That's so cool. I love. I
don't know it.
Mackenzie gave an angry face. Mackenzie, there's a height requirement for an angry face.
No, I haven't, Graf. I haven't been to that sawmill.
Rich, he says do an entire bedroom set. It's interesting you say that because we are going to do that.
We have plans.
So I have this problem. You guys on here are woodworkers. Y'all are smart people. Y'all need to help me out. I think I've asked it before. I don't think I've ever really figured out an answer. We bought a bedroom suit years ago, not terribly long ago, from Haverty's. Solid wood bedroom suit. He got the dresser that's the TV stand thing. So it's got the TV part and then drawers underneath. That's his. Mine, I got the taller one. The bottom 3 drawers. Now. About a year ago, the bottom 3 drawers, if you put any clothes in those drawers, they started having a smell like a soured smell. Like if you left them in the washer for too long, they stank. And so now I can't put anything in the bottom 3 drawers or it stinks. Yeah. Well, now it's starting to climb into the drawer above it. And we've looked, it's absolutely clean. There's no rotten wood anywhere. There's nothing in there. There's not a dead bug. I mean, there's not
I don't know what's going on with
anything. So we're getting rid of the bedroom suit. We've already got rid of our bed because of the dog. So we are going to do a whole bedroom suit. But y'all, if you can figure out what makes it stink.
It's like the wood is almost, it's not rotten maybe. Maybe it is. I don't know.
But it doesn't look it. It still looks pristine. It's the weirdest thing. Downy Unstoppables. We are using that stuff, Jason. We are using stuff, and it does not help. There's
not sealed properly is what Steve says.
But for a dresser?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like, maybe to see if the material is bad. We have taken that thing all apart trying to figure it out. I am to the point of having one of those Elman fits and having him, because I can't lift it.
Great grandpa says it was bad glue. Made it stink.
Oh. Now that makes sense.
Alfredo says, Mackenzie, just remember who gets to put them in the home when they're old. Yeah, the first sign of drool, we're gone. I'm telling you, we'll be locked up in the house somewhere. No, we don't have a moisture problem in our house.
Yeah, we don't have that. So I don't know. Okay.
Bad finish, bad glue.
Finish, bad glue.
Combo of all. I don't know. Maybe.
I am now having to keep all of my clothes that have to be folded. I'm keeping them on a little table sitting in the closet, and they're just piled up. And to get something out, I have to pull. It's just annoying.
Put cedar in there. It may make it go away. I've got a little cedar out there.
Oh, that might work.
Yeah, I got a little block of cedar. Come in that Amazon combo box or whatever grab box I bought. So it may be.
I just don't know. I'm so done with it. And so I want us to build
Shady Pines, Ma.
Mackenzie, did she say
no,
that?
Josh Perkins did.
Oh, Josh. But Shady Pines, they make you do do stuff you don't want to do. I love my Golden Girl stuff. Yeah, it's been rough. So we do want to build a complete bedroom set. We want to do a platform bed. I really want to do a bed that's got the nightstands built into it. So we'll see. Yeah,
she may come up with a design. Because we can't be too high off the floor because we don't want the little dog to jump off and break her leg again. And so it'll probably be a lower bed, platform style bed.
Josh said put a hidden camera out to catch the child that's messing with us.
Billy Clark says if you build a nightstand, the smell will go away. But she would be doing it to mine, not hers, I think.
Oh, my goodness. Mackenzie said we're huge Golden Girl fans here. Yes, we are. We love us some Golden Girls.
Mr. Jackie said we're storing that special coffee in there.
The monkey poo coffee. It's awful, though. I'm so tired of it.
Steve, that's a good idea to put some steps on the bed if they would use them. Yeah. But they get so excited sometimes they just bail off, which is why she broke her leg in the beginning with.
She's so determined. Our vet finally released her to go back on regular duty. And we still won't let her. We're just freaking out about it. The floating bed style is kind of what we're looking at.
Life AR, the nightstand's built into the bed.
Little fear. I kept saying that too. It's a little fear.
Look at there. Alfredo says his favorite.
You hear me? Little fear. You're saying it wrong.
I'm sorry. Oh, okay.
Oh, Alfredo, your daughter's favorite actress is Betty White. I love Betty White. She's hilarious. She's so not what she was as Rose. That's what was so funny. You know,
Miss Cheryl. Yeah, it is worth it if you know you're going to get a lot of. It just left me. So there was a couple of pieces of walnut, like small pieces, and most of it though was ash. I got a lot of ash in mine, but some people are getting more walnut and more oak, and it just depends. I think for the money, if you want some decent wood, go to woodcraft.com. Keep an eye on their website. They regularly run very good sales on exotics, but like Purple Heart, things like that. They had it on for the other day for like 40% off. They run those pretty regular, and so you can get some pretty decent wood at decent prices.
Okay, so I have an idea on here.
Right.
So this person named Mackenzie McLean that's on here, whoever that is.
Can we hit the band button?
Said, if he built me a built-in nightstand with a bed, I would probably
She has a bed.
Let's build her a bed with a built-in nightstand.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Y'all want us to build it would be a twin-size bed with a built-in nightstand. No.
We got this,
we're gonna do whatever we whatever Miss 731 says we're gonna do. Outlaw. That's what I call him when he's in trouble. Outlaw. So, do y'all want to see a bed build? We're gonna put it out there to y'all. Do y'all want to see a build of a twin-size bed with a nightstand built in? But here's the catch to it. Here's the catch. Mackenzie has to be in the video and she has to help.
Yeah.
That's the catch.
There goes that.
So let's see. Paint the front
with a
door
flip
green.
out desk.
No,
that would be cool.
Lloyd, the front door was green and I hated it.
Yeah, both doors matched. The front door and the back door matched. And then she wound up painting the front door.
Can the nightstand be green?
And she wound up painting the front door and the back door just never got it.
Okay.
She started on it. She put a black streak on it. And then
so
stopped.
Mackenzie, because something happened, I had to stop. It was something with the dogs. Mackenzie said she will help. She will be in the video. They say they want to see it. They want to see it.
We'll see.
Bear builds, I think it's going to be something along a day bed design because that's kind of what she wants. Her dog, we had to buy those, the baby thing that goes on the side of the bed for her bed, and she has to keep pillows and stuff. So she said that if she got a different bed, she would want it to have a side on it because of her dog. She sleeps on the
I can only do it if we get 200 likes.
All right, we got to get 200 likes. There's 254 people watching right now. We're at 143 likes.
Super chat.
So if the likes make it to 200 before the show is over, Mackenzie, we will build you the bed with the built-in nightstand.
Yeah.
But they want to paint it green. Do you want a green bed, Mo?
She wouldn't care.
Mo, what color bed do you want? Oh my goodness. Thank you, Michael Mason. Here's the start for the green bed / nightstand. They want the bed.
Yeah.
I think you're going to have to build the bed.
Yeah, I think so.
I think you're going to have to do
it.
Build the bed.
We're still shy of that 200.
We're up to 187. Oh, y'all are getting it.
Somebody hit a thumbs down. That's a vote down.
Oh, no.
So
we just took...
that took one away.
Took one away. It's got to be a net 200 likes. We're at 191 with one down, so that's 190. 10 more to go. A pull-out dog bed with bed lights, flip-out desk. Steve is making it technical. Oh, we got two dislikes. Somebody is purposely knocking it down 3. We're at 199 with 3 down. Look.
See what Billy said?
Oh, she made it. What'd Billy say?
Right there.
Oh, you know one day you will have to replace that door, but you'll never get rid of its celebrity status. Yeah. Mackenzie, since you get your bed, leave the dogs in there and come in here and get on camera and say thank you. You got to come in here and say thank you.
Good job. Good job, yes.
Let's see how excited she is when she comes in. Y'all did it though. 210.
Yeah, they are.
3 people don't
hurt.
211. Yeah, it doesn't.
Nobody cares.
She's not coming.
Yeah, she doesn't want it. That's okay. She doesn't want it. She grinning ear to ear.
You gotta look at the camera and tell them thank you for the thumbs up. Thank y'all. Guess we know what Matt's need help.
Maybe not. I gotta have a desk in here, y'all. Tell you.
That's funny. Did your desk get the likes? Look, you're at 260. Look, hey Mo, there's 4 people that have done the thumbs down because they don't want you to have that bed.
That's right.
Oh, somebody took the thumbs down away.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got, man, we know how to get thumbs up. We just have to mention you.
That's right.
Let's see what Rebecca said. I think she said something. Rebecca is always supportive of Mo. If y'all want something to happen, just make us all throw likes out like a contest. Oh, Jason said 2 of the dislikes were you and I.
Wow.
Did you dislike your own video?
I
did the thumbs up. I did.
Yeah, Grant, you're right. She has to help. She has to help.
But
I'm gonna make her do all the sanding.
Okay.
You gotta help.
How about
I
that?
sanded my own.
So you're even wearing a green shirt.
shirt.
Okay, what color bed do you want?
Green is my favorite color.
But your walls are green.
There can be green accents.
Okay.
Yeah.
Her walls are green. She has a green room.
Hey, Gary, welcome.
Oh my goodness. We're Oprah. Rebecca.
You get a green door, and you get a green door.
The
You get a
Oprah
green
of woodworking.
Green shirt for the green bed. That's funny.
David Wyman, no, I have not. Not yet, anyway.
You can go back to the
I
books
want
if you
to,
want, or
in
you
this
can stay.
desk build, I want to build a hidden, I probably said this too much, but I want to build a hidden cable storage because there's cables running everywhere, y'all. Like, there's mic cables and computer cables and sound cables and light cables, and it's just a mess. And I would like to get all that cleaned up.
Steve Miller said green LED lights. That would be cool. Some undermount. She said she wants to put some type of lights in her room
those
somewhere.
things are cheap too. They're like
That's a
$20
really good
for a
idea,
whole roll of
Steve.
them. So yeah,
That's a good idea.
I actually built a desk for my son that had lights underneath it, LED
the remote.
lights, and it has a remote.
You don't even have our thing on tonight.
Look at that! You about forgot it.
Me?
This is your job.
That's your job.
Now we're on air. We just now started seeing.
Oh my goodness, the things that you forget.
Hey, I had everything else going.
Rebecca, I know. Rebecca says she's here for the lights too. I think that would be a really good build, though. I think,
Yeah, it would.
You know, because a lot of people do reach out to us and say, "Where are the build videos?" They want build videos too. It's just really hard sometimes,
especially right now.
We do want to get a desk built for in here. I think that's probably the next build, the desk, and then we'll do her bed. But we will get on that.
Yeah. I would like to build her bed. And
build her the bed, but only use 4 screws. That's what John said.
Pocket hole king got to use all them pocket hole screws.
Matthew, nobody likes to sand. I actually used that today when we were talking about expository essays in class. I was talking about sanding. We were talking about going back and rereading your own work. I said it's like if you sand a piece of furniture, you don't want to have to go back over it with a finer grit sandpaper. And it's, we don't always want to go back and reread the essay. I used it, because nobody likes to sand. Oh my goodness. It's hard to build when you're running the woodworking world. It is. It's.
See you, great grandpa.
Oh, is he getting off?
Mm-hmm.
Bye, great grandpa. See you next week. I hope, Lord willing. Mm-hmm. It is hard, because we both work full-time jobs, and then he does this full-time.
I got more hours in this every week than I do my regular job. Mm-hmm. It's
really hard.
Right now, it takes a lot of work to get to where we want to go. And so it takes a lot of work. And, I mean, I don't mind it. It doesn't bother me. But
I think Cheryl's talking about this. She said it's cool.
Yep. She got me that off of Etsy. Somebody made it's acrylic. Has a LED light shining up in there. It's really cool.
Mackenzie, you got to forgive Alfredo tonight. He's still dancing.
He happy.
So David said he's looking at doing a couple of your farmhouse end tables with a drawer you did a few months ago, and his dad wondered about doing a magnetic secret drawer. We want to do something that's got that.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
William said that he started watching us a couple of months ago, and he's been inspired to start his own business. Thank you to both of us from the bottom of his heart, and God bless you both. God bless you. Thank you. That's awesome.
We love hearing that.
That's why we do this. That's exactly why he does it, and that's why I support him so much in it. I had no idea I would even be part of this, and I told him one day, I said, it's absolutely amazing that God's put you on this journey because, I know we journey through life together, but I never thought that I would be able to be part of something like this. It's something not in my niche. I mean, it's so out of my comfort zone to be into the woodworking thing, but I feel like I know all of you guys. Thank you, Scott Ball. Welcome to our virtual fist bump crew. Billy Clark, he said, I see you being sold YouTube soon. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Eric Davis said, Mo, he loves green too.
Yeah, we just, I never realized what God was doing through the channel because, like, we get emails, and I read her one, was it today or yesterday? We get a bunch of them, but I read one it was yesterday, and it was like, man, like I never realized the impact you have on somebody. So it's just
Lloyd Wagner.
It's pretty awesome, man. That's why I encourage everybody to, hey, Brother Rick. I encourage everybody to start posting your content and just start down the path. You may find that it's not for you, and that's fine. I mean, that's fine. You
Hugs and peace to you, Brother Rio.
You just you never know the impact you have on people, and you never realize that you touch who you touch. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're posting content or not. I mean, even in your daily life when you talk to people, meet people, and we kind of forget that. I think it's kind of human nature to be selfish and self-centered and worrying about what your problems are and what you've got going on. I'm bad guilty of that. And you wind up, just focused on you when everybody else around you is kind of doing the same thing. But people are, some people need help, and just,
Alfredo will do that.
What's up?
He said
we just got through watching the shows.
If we end up with 100,000 members, we'll give away the green door. I'm all for it. It's a good thing you probably said that after Lloyd jumped off, because I don't know how he would feel about that.
He may take you up on that.
Good night,
he is
Alan.
the president of the Green Door Preservation Club.
That's hilarious. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but Rolf, he said, watch The Chosen when you have time. It's amazing.
It is a fantastic show.
I cannot watch an episode of that, though, we can't even speak to each other about it. We'll sit in bed watching it, and we kind of glance at each other, and we have to turn away because it's done so well, and I don't know, it's wonderful. It's really wonderful.
It's a well done show.
Rebecca said somebody message Lloyd right now. Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
Have a blessed evening, Dan.
Hey brother. Hey you Steve. Holler at me sometime, man.
Stephen said, God bless everyone. He has risen. Good night, all. Okay, so Bobby, welcome to our One Before Supporter Club. I think they're trying to get to that 100,000 members so that we can give away the door.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
That's right. Crystal said she keeps crying.
Yeah,
it's a good night, Goods Custom. Said, I hope you have a wonderful and blessed night. You too.
Yep.
It is. It's such a wonderful journey to be on, and I think that it's made me grow as a person and as a Christian.
I know it has me.
And it's not something that I expected in any way. It's pretty cool though. I'm really proud of you. You've done a great job.
I'm proud of you. Hey, I really enjoyed the friendships and the relationships we've built through YouTube, because
2 thumbs up.
Had I not started this, a bunch of you I would never have known.
Have a good week, Seth.
I'm a better person for knowing you. So I really appreciate that, man.
William was coming to us from Phoenix, Arizona.
B&B Woodworking, better late than never, man. Hey, you right here at the end, too. You barely call. So you can go back and watch the replay. It was good.
Have a blessed night, Cheryl. All right. Well, I think we've kept them.
Yep. Kept y'all long enough. Y'all get back to your families, friends. Hey, don't forget, you never know who you're going to touch. Reach out to somebody tonight and let them know you're thinking about them, praying about them. Just let them know that you care.
Thank you so much, Bear Builds.
You never know when you reach out to somebody and tell them you're thinking about them, that you're praying about them. Whoever got put on your heart right now, you let them know that you're thinking about them, and that'll make a big impact on them.
Thank you, Justin. Welcome to our One Before Supporter Club. Good night, married man. Y'all all have a good night. God bless you to all of you, and hopefully we'll see you next week.
All right. Y'all have a good night.